This year is going to be the year about enabling customer service and experience to go to the next level, and very, very focused there. We're going to be making very, very hard calls there in terms of letting some hotels spending a lot more capital and people behind being able to ensure that we are executing the right technology, processes and systems. But the good news is we are already possibly among the more desirable brands in the budget and mid-market segment, but we continue to work towards consolidating our position there.
With showrooms out of the way, who is your competition now? How would you define competition? Is it the traditional Make My Trip and IBBO? How would you define your competition?
For us, literally everything by means of which a guest can stay in an unpredictable, untrusted hotel is a competition.
In a year when everybody is talking about unit economics, capital efficiency, what kind of a pressure is that putting on you at this point, particularly, because you have a big soft bank backing you? Is that a comfort factor, or, are you now being pushed to become more efficient when it comes to operations?
I think the best entrepreneurs will never need to be pushed, they will do it themselves. So our belief is we've always tried to be extremely capital efficient. At some point of times, we've taken very, very aggressive decisions as well, depending on the market. So we believe that is something that we should do anyway, regardless of what the global environment looks like. Having said that, having the kind of shareholders we have, it is great feeling because we can always request them for any form of capital. But the good news is we are burning very limited capital, which means we don't have that kind of pressure at this point of time.
Sometimes expectations do get, out of hand. There's also criticism that's likely to get out of hand. There have been reports in the last few months about, unpaid suppliers. How do you handle all that and ensure that, the right messaging goes out, that you address some of these criticisms? Because I know, a startup cannot have 100% perfect processes. There is a lot of, going around the methods to get work done.
Yeah.
But how do you ensure that, doesn't cross the line, and that you're able to, ensure the right messaging, that you're able to convince people that you are personally honest as an entrepreneur?
So our belief is we want to continue to be a very transparent organization, and it's important to remember that if 5,000 hotels in India, along with close to 1 million room nights, are trusting OYO every month, it is not happening without any set processes, systems, ambitions and so on. Because the kind of money we invest in marketing is actually lesser than what some of our competitors might be doing at this point of time.
Finally, Ritesh, how do you ensure that all this fan following and selfies doesn't go to your head and, you still work on your business?
I think it's always important to remember that a lot of those things really doesn't matter if you're not building a right business. And second, the kind of team I have around myself keeps me grounded. Around myself, so the guy who heads our operations, possibly ran one of the larger factories for ITC, was a principal at Boston Consulting Group. The guy who runs our technology used to be head of engineering for SlideShare. So very, very strong leadership team. And when I look at them, I always feel that I have so much more to prove for myself. I think that helps me keep grounded. And reality is, our company's DNA has been that from day one.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.